first time I've heard the term gray divorce. What does it mean, and why are we seeing so much of it right now?
Oh my gosh, great question, Morgan. Gray divorce typically refers to divorce among persons 50 plus, and this 50 plus with emphasis on plus. Now, we all first heard that term in 2004 when the American Society of Retired Persons published an article, and the title of the article was Divorce, Midlife, and Beyond, with emphasis on beyond.
Interesting.
Very interesting. And look, I mean, divorce isn't an easy thing to go through at any age, but with this lens of this particular age group, what is tough about this, and maybe what's a little bit easier with a little bit of age behind you?
Well, with a little bit of age behind you, so you have to remember when we're talking about the 50-plus crew, we're talking about baby boomers and the older Gen Xers. Now, baby boomers were the first age cohort to experience a divorce revolution, so they have a high level of acceptance for divorce, so they navigate it a little better than their predecessors, and certainly a little better than some of the younger folks. There are challenges, of course, but a lot of these folks, with the big self-fulfillment drive that we've had over the last 30 years, Oprah telling us to live our best lives, they are handling it better than you might think. Big transition, but they are handling it.
You mentioned the sort of self-fulfillment, but what are some of the reasons why we're seeing such now kind of an uptick in this particular age group getting divorced?
Right. Well, you know, researchers that study it think this uptick is going to continue. Right now, among the older age cohorts, 65 plus, the divorce rate is tripling.
Why, though?
It's tripling. Well, longevity is one good reason. We all kind of have accepted that we're going to live longer, and with self-fulfillment meshed in there, we don't want to be miserable in our 90s.
People are saying life is long.
People are saying,
I got to do what I got to do.
I got to do what I got to do, and let me live my best life at 90. That's what people are saying.
It might not include you anymore.
Well, you know, norms have changed. So it's not a norm anymore till death do us part. The norm really is as long as this fulfills what I bargained for.
Wow. Interesting. An interesting way to put it. What advice do you give people who are going through this at this age?
Wow. So number one, if you're going through this, age is a factor, and you have a limited timeline to earn more money if you need more money. So get a financial planner. It is imperative that you know how much money you will need to live in your golden years. Get a financial planner. Also, begin to focus on mindset work, because that's going to translate into your health, right, and your longevity. This is the time to do mindset work. And then, you know, finally, retool. Right, Henry Ford invented the 4-cylinder when he was well in advanced age. Retool.
I didn't know that.
Yes, he did. Go back to school, get a new career, or start that business that was your passion, that vocation. But you must retool, because if you're divorcing as a gray divorce, you need to be prepared to possibly earn more money.
Mia, we only have a few seconds left, but one thing that I do want to ask is the way that this affects families perhaps differently when the parents split a little bit.
Adult children,
You have adult children, and again, those adult children are children of people who have a higher level of acceptance for divorce. And I got to tell you, the surprising thing is that relationships are redone. They're recharted. So the relationships with your adult children, it's an opportunity to reestablish what's norm for you and those children and grandchildren. It's not a gray sky proposition, major life transition, but these renewed relationships, that is a plus.
Wow, it's interesting to hear some pluses. Thank you for giving us that. All right, Mia Poppe, you're fantastic. Thank you so much. What a fascinating conversation. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having me, ladies.
Really appreciate it.